Elevating your specific low privileges. In any operating system, there is a super level and lower levels. Users are only allowed to do what permission allowed for. Every user in Linux environment is identified by UID number. In normal cases, users are added into specific group by GID identifier. The super level in Linux and Unix environment is called root. Metasploit comes with the local exploit models. It means that attacker is able to use post-local exploit model through the active session. To use a Linux local suggest model, required to have metabeta active session. If you are limited with a shell payload, you can upgrade to metabeta. Okay, so successfully have a command shell open, but we are limited to daemon user privileges, so we'd like to first upgrade our command shell to metabeta. So we have to make a ground session by Ctrl+Z, and then we type sessions-I to see the active sessions. As you can see, it's with number 6, so we have to first search for shell to metabeta, which is to search through Metasploit for the matching models. So we have to use this one, we copy it, and then we type use, and then the name of the model. Type show options, and then we have to just set the session to the number of active sessions I would like to upgrade. In this case, it's number 6. So we have to just type set session number 6. After that, we hit exploit. So as you can see, we have successfully upgraded our shell to metabeta. And actually, it's with the session number 7. So we type sessions-I, and we see it's a number 7. All we can do to interact to it is just type sessions-I number 7. And they are successfully inside the metabeta payload. And now we have to run the local model for Linux suggest that will help us to collect if there is any kind of possibility for finding local exploits. So we type search and then Linux to say Linux suggester to search through Metasploit if there's any results. So we'll try to just search then Linux or suggester. Okay. The matching model shows that there is a local exploit suggester, so we copy it and we type use and then the name of the model. After that, we hit show options, and we are interested to just set the session to the number of the active sessions. So type session-I, and then we have to set session to number 7, which is the active metabeta payload. So after that, we hit run, and the exploit model actually started to collect local exploit for x86 Linux, which is the running environment through the metabeta. So actually it takes a couple of minutes to find some of the local exploits. Perfect. As you can see, there's about 3 vulnerabilities found, and target may be vulnerable to these types of local exploits. So in this case, we are going to just try one of these if it works. Okay, let's try one of these local exploits. Actually, I'm interested in the glibc. So we have to copy it, and then we type info and then the name of the model to read more about the vulnerability. This model attempts to gain root privileges by opposing vulnerability in C library dynamic linker. So let's use it. So we type use and then the name of the model. After that, we type show options, and again we have to set session to the number of active session we have. In our case, it's number 7. After that, we hit run. That's perfect. We have successfully got root. If we type get UID, we see the number 0, means that we are already become root. In the next video, we'll start learning move inside the network with pivoting.